Seconds out. Clear the ring.
Let's get him, okay?
Clear the ring.
Let's get the punches going.
See the face of Donaire marked up from that jab of Jeffrey Matabula. Let's bring in Harold Letterman for his scorecard.
Okay, Bob, I got an 86-84, 5 rounds to 4. Donaire. You know, he's up 1 point, 5 rounds to 4, and he also gets that extra point for the knockdown around 4. So, you know, all on the fight is very, very close. Donaire's up 2 points. Now, in rounds 8 and 9, certainly Donaire just didn't do enough. I mean, he chased him, but he didn't punch. Matabula won both those rounds just by getting off and being very, very busy. But remember, at the end of round 7, Donaire was complaining in his corner that his leg fell asleep, and I think that may have something to do with it. Be as it may, Donaire's got to punch more. No question about that, or Matabula could pull out this fight. 5 rounds to 4, Donaire.
What's going on, y'all? Dante562. Today is July 10th on a Tuesday, and it is approximately 23 days until Floyd Mayweather is free. Okay, let me go ahead and get to this Donaire situation. You know, guys, I think this is getting ridiculous. I think Donaire and his opposition is just ridiculous. Before I even get into the Guillermo Rigondeaux situation, let me go ahead and do a small little post-fight analysis on the Donaire versus Matabula fight. Now, if you guys have followed my videos, you know that my motto is defense is your most important attribute. You know, that is the most important weapon. Your defense has to be better than your offense. It cannot be it cannot be equal. It has to be better. Okay? Now, with me saying that, I've also said before, you know, you can tell a lot about how good a fighter is going to be just looking at defense. You know, you can tell a lot about a fighter. Lack of defense can tell you how overrated a fighter is. Okay? Now, when I look at Donaire's last 3 opponents, Donaire has been getting hit on a regular basis with the same punches over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and just look at this Matabula fight. Donaire is in the ring with a tomato can. I mean, this man is slow as molasses. He has no power. He came out of nowhere. He's just a hand-picked opponent, you know, by courtesy of Top Rank and Bob Arum, you know. And this guy damn near up into the 10th round almost wins the fight. How is this possible? After 9 rounds, Donaire was only up 4 rounds to 5. And this dude, Donaire, is not in the ring with a world beater, guys. He's not in the ring with Guillermo Rigondeaux. He's not in the ring with Abner Mares. He's not in the ring with Chimito Moreno. You know what I'm saying? Or Tashiaki from Japan. He's not even in the ring with a world beater. He's in the ring with a tomato can. A guy who was supposed to be in the ring to make Donaire look good. To make Donaire, you know, put on a showcase performance. Right? And this guy is hitting Donaire damn near like Donaire is Margarito. How is this possible, guys? And this is just Matabula. Even though he has a belt, which this actually proves, just because you have a belt, it doesn't mean anything. It's more important of who has the belt. I mean, we can look at we can look at all of Donaire's last 3 fights. All of the results have been the exact same. Donaire is not improving. He is not improving. Look, I like Donaire. Donaire is a fun fighter to watch. He's a fun fighter to watch. He is flashy, you know, but he has way too many flaws. Okay? He has way too many flaws. You look at this Matabula fight. Matabula couldn't miss with his jab. He kept landing the right hand over and over. He kept landing the left hook over and over. Donaire is an overrated fighter. A good fighter, a pound-for-pound fighter, should know how to adjust. When you are getting hit by the same punch, you should know how to adjust to where you don't continue to get hit with that same punch. I mean, let's take Tim Bradley, for example, when he fought against Manny Pacquiao. Tim Bradley, he got hit with Manny's left hand about maybe 3 or 4 times. After Bradley got caught about 3 or 4 times, if you watch that fight, you will notice Bradley seldomly ever got hit with that left hand again. You know what I'm saying? Bradley nullified Manny Pacquiao's best weapon. This is something that Donaire cannot do. Okay? And this is just the Matabula fight I'm talking about. Like I said, a slow fighter with no power. He's got Donaire's face all busted up. It damn near looked like it was Rocky Balboa against Ivan Drago in there, instead of Donaire in there with a hand-picked top-ranked opponent. Okay? And like I said, now let's look at, for those of you, because I know I'm going to get a lot of fan talk. And when I say fan talk, that's my new way of talking about, fans who, no matter what they see in their favorite fighter, they're going to try to say something to defend them. You know what I mean? If he gets hit a million times, they're going to say, oh, maybe he got hit because he was underestimating this guy and he was just playing with the guy. He didn't take this guy serious. So for the people who want to give me fan talk, let's look at Donaire's last 3 opponents. Because this is not just one fight. I mean, let's look at the Navarez fight. In the Navarez fight, after 6 rounds, Navarez was winning the damn fight. He was completely outboxing Donaire. Completely outboxing him, counterpunching. Donaire was looking frustrated as hell. Right? And what is Donaire's excuse? Oh, the guy didn't want to fight. The guy didn't want to fight, and blah, blah this and blah, blah that. Let me tell you something. For a guy who doesn't want to fight, how the hell is this man popping you in your face more than you popping him in his face? If the man didn't want to fight, wouldn't he be so busy running around the ring he doesn't have time to punch back? No, because that's not what happened in this situation. There wasn't any running in the Navarez fight. Navarez was standing right in front of Donaire the whole night, but he was just smarter than Donaire. He was smarter than Donaire, and he was outboxing Donaire. Okay? So that's the Navarez fight. Now let's look at the Wilfredo Vasquez fight. Vasquez is a brawler, guys. He has a little bit of skill. He's kind of like a boxer puncher, but he's more of an aggressive come forward brawler. Now, why is it when Vasquez fought against Donaire, Vasquez in spurts of that fight, he was actually outboxing Donaire. And he, along with Navarez and Matabula, was catching Donaire with the same punch over and over and over again. Once again, I'm going to say it. Donaire is completely overrated. There is no way Donaire should be considered top 5 pound for pound best fighter in the world. That is unbelievable that they would put him so high in the rankings. Now, I could see them putting him at maybe top 10, all the way at the bottom, maybe 9 or 10. I don't see him going no higher than a 9 when it comes to pound for pound. He knocked out Fernando Montiel, and that was a very impressive victory. Very impressive. But see, this kind of goes back to when I tell you guys that with HBO being biased, this is the reason why being biased is no place for journalism or the sport of boxing. Because When Fernando Montiel got knocked out by Donaire, Max Kellerman and Jim Lampley, they immediately jumped up and said, no, Donaire, he should be considered pound for pound, top 3, the best fighter in the world, right next to Manny Pacquiao. Because of course Manny Pacquiao once again is Jim Lampley's favorite fighter. So how cool would it be to put Donaire right next to their favorite fighter when it comes to pound for pound best in the world? Here you have Manny Pacquiao, and here you have the second coming of Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? The way HBO was looking at it. So Jim Lampley says this is the number 3 pound for pound. He should be right next to Manny Pacquiao. Next thing you know, you look at the websites, almost everybody's top 10 pound for pound, they got Donaire right there at number 3. Bullshit. This man does not deserve to be in the top 5. You're going to put this man next to Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Sergio Martinez, and Andre Ward? Are you guys serious? I mean, even Tim Bradley has accomplished way more than Nonito Donaire. Tim Bradley, he completely unified the junior welterweight division. You know what I'm saying? He went overseas to beat a very gifted and talented junior winner. Then he unified the titles by fighting a tough Kendall Hull. Then he beat Devin Alexander. Then he beat Lamont Peterson. Not in that exact order. He beat all of these fighters. Then he moved up to welterweight. And no matter what you guys think about the decision, he beat Manny Pacquiao. And you guys have Nonito Donaire over him? It's ridiculous, guys. It's ridiculous. Now Donaire is talking about he going to fight for one more title, and then he going to be off to 126. Not to mention he's going to fight Jorge Arce next, which is another soft touch, easy ass opponent, a fighter who comes face first and just tailor made for his style. Ridiculous, man. So this is Donaire's plan. He's gonna fight Arce, and then he's gonna fight another pick title, and then he's gonna avoid Guillermo and move to 126. I really used to like Donaire, man, but this shit that he is pulling is a damn joke. It's a joke, y'all, and you guys know it. Come on, man. For the people who love Donaire and the fans, come on, man. Be real with yourself, man. Be honest, guys. This is bullshit. You sitting over here saying, and then look at the excuses. He's making excuses why he doesn't want to fight Rigondeaux, right? His first excuse was, oh, I don't want to fight, Guillermo because it's going to be another boring fight like the Navarez fight. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you mean the same Navarez that stood right in front of you and outboxed the shit out of you for 6 rounds? You mean that Navarez, Donaire? Come on, man. That was his first excuse. And then Guillermo said in response when he heard what Donaire said, he said, okay, how about we have a fight and we fight in a smaller ring? How about that? No comment from Donaire. Then Donaire started making excuses. Guillermo, he hasn't fought anybody. He doesn't deserve to fight me because he hasn't fought anybody. Really, Donaire? Are you serious? Have you looked at the last 3 opponents that you faced and compared it to the last 3 opponents that Guillermo faced? Let's go ahead and break this shit down real quick and look at each other's opponents. Guillermo's last 3 opponents, 2 of them were highly touted, undefeated prospects. Matter of fact, Rico Ramos, he had already surpassed prospect status. He's managed by Al Heyman. If that don't tell you something, you know what I'm saying, it should. He was managed by Al Heyman. He was undefeated. Matter of fact, Rico Ramos was starting to become one of my, top 10 favorite fighters. As far as I'm concerned, Rico Ramos is like a little ass Shane Mosley. That's exactly how Rico Ramos fought. You know, he fights in an ambush style with tremendous speed. You know, he's aggressive. He has slickness, but yet at the same time, he's always trying to knock you out. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, that's why it was so impressive when Guillermo knocked him out in the 5th round. Okay? Now, that's just one opponent that Guillermo fought. He also fought, you know, a Tion Kennedy with a tremendous amateur background. Another, you know, highly touted, you know, professional fighter who was on his way to the top. And he's still on his way to the top. Matter of fact, Rico Ramos and Tion Kennedy, they're still good enough to win titles. That's how good Guillermo's his opposition has been. And then you have the undefeated Willie Casey, who was another up-and-coming undefeated fighter, you know, from Ireland. You know, Guillermo went all the way over to Ireland for the he fought him for the title, knocked him out in the 1st round. So not only, okay, but yeah, before I go even further, now let's compare his opponents to Donaire's opponents. Who has Donaire fought in his last 3 fights? He fought a no-name Matabula. He fought a no-name Navarez. And he fought a Wilfredo Vasquez who had just damn near came off of a knockout loss by Jorge Arce. These are the last 3 opponents that Donaire has faced versus who Guillermo has faced. You know what makes it even worse about, you know, Donaire's situation? Is that there were times in those fights where he was getting beat up against far lesser opposition. Guillermo was fighting way better competition, and he wasn't even getting touched. Okay? This is the reason why Donaire keeps ducking Rigondeaux. This is the reason. This is the reason why he wants no part of him. Donaire gets hit way too damn easy. Guillermo is a complete, accurate, precision puncher. Not only is he accurate, but he is a tremendous puncher at the same time. Okay? He's a tremendous puncher. He's a left-handed fighter like Manny Pacquiao. But the difference between Guillermo and Manny Pacquiao is Manny Pacquiao, all he really has with his left hand is the straight. He's trying to throw that left hand straight to the pipe, straight down the pipe, right? But the difference with Guillermo as a southpaw is he's left hand crazy too. But Guillermo, he can throw the left uppercut, the left hand to the body, the left hand to the face, and the left hook. He's completely dangerous with the left hand, but he can use it in so many different ways. That's what makes him so dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I'm about to say next, for my Donaire fans, you might want to stop this video if you're sensitive, because it might hurt your feelings. I'm going to tell you guys right now, Guillermo would knock Donaire the fuck out. I mean, I have never been so sure about a knockout in my life. Donaire gets hit way too fucking easy, guys. He gets hit way too easy. Like I said, he was damn near looking like Margarito in some of these rounds against Matabula. You know what I'm saying? And Matabula is not a world beater. Okay? You getting hit that easy against a guy who was slow as hell. How the hell are you going to survive Rigondeaux, Gamboa, Gary Russell? Even Moreno, I don't think he can beat anymore. I used to think that fight was a 50-50 fight. I kind of lean towards Moreno now. I even think that the Abner Mares is like a 50-50 fight now. Because Donaire is smarter. Donaire is more gifted than an Abner Mares. But he negates that with his lack of defense. You know what I'm saying? Donaire is like a full glass of water with a leak at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? You got all this talent, but you losing but you losing some of the talent because you keep getting hit so much. I don't even know if he could beat Abner Mares no more. He is a completely overrated fighter. Another one of HBO's favorite fighters. But this man is not going to top. He is not going to beat any of the top-notch fighters. And that's why Top Rank keeps babying his ass. Like, damn near like they doing Canelo Alvarez. You feel me? Donaire, he doesn't have a chance against the fighters that I just named. Mainly Guillermo, Gary Russell, Gamboa, and Chimito Moreno. He stands no chance against those fighters. The only chance he has is a puncher's chance. And it's not too cool to rely on knocking somebody out, especially when you're fighting against top-notch opponents. Okay? So, Donaire, man, you need to step the hell up. You need to step the hell up. You know, you're doing all this flashy stuff in the ring. You know, I mean, I like your style. You know, I like to watch you fight, but you ain't proving shit fighting, you know what I'm saying, no-name Africans, no-name Argentinians, you know what I'm saying? You are not doing yourself any damn justice. You're making yourself look like you are a coward when it comes to you fighting all of these bums. You're going to fight Matabula for his belt. How come you didn't fight Guillermo for his belt? Okay? So, you know, that's pretty much all I got to say on this situation. You know I'm going to get the Donaire fans who's going to try to defend this guy. Just remember, y'all, let's talk boxing. Let's talk boxing. I don't want to hear this damn fan talk. I want to hear boxing talk. Come on, man. Be honest with yourself. Does this guy get hit? Does your guy get hit too damn much? Yes, he does. That's the difference when Donaire is fighting a bum. You know, you let a bum hit you a couple times, right? And then you say, oh, I don't care because I'm about to hit him now. But when you fighting top-notch, you know, coordinated, slick-ass defensive fighters, it's different because they pop you in the face about 3, 4, 5 times. And when you try to return fire, they're nowhere to be found. You can't land the punches. And that's going to be the difference when he steps up in competition. Okay? So like I said, man, this is all I got to say about this situation. You know, you guys want to go ahead and leave your comments. Let me know what you think. And I'll catch up with you later. I'm on to the next one.